Banks are hiding the real economic crisis, and no one's paying attention. Let's talk about something nobody wants to say out loud. The real economic pressure isn't on the surface, it's underneath the system, inside the balance sheets of the very institutions we trust with our money. Today, I'm breaking down what's actually happening, why banks aren't being fully transparent, and how you can protect yourself before everyone else wakes up. Most people look at the stock market, see green candles, and think everything is fine. But markets don't tell the truth. Banks don't tell the truth. Headlines don't tell the truth. The real story shows up in liquidity, reserves, and silent losses nobody outside the industry talks about. So let's get into it. What banks aren't saying? Right now, many banks are sitting on assets that lost value quietly over the past 2 years. They can't sell these assets without revealing losses. They can't talk about them without sparking panic. So what do? They hold them and hope rates go down. This means the public is seeing a polished version of reality while the pressure is building behind the scenes. The real problem is liquidity. Most people watch interest rates, but the real pressure is liquidity. Liquidity is the oxygen of the financial system. When it gets tight, banks become very cautious. Loans slow down. Credit standards become stricter. Small businesses struggle. Consumers feel the squeeze. But none of this gets reported until it hits a breaking point. Right now, liquidity is tightening. At the same time, everyday essentials are going up in price. That combination is the perfect storm banks don't want to acknowledge. The hidden losses. A lot of banks are carrying assets that only make sense if the economy stays perfect. But the economy is not perfect. When rates went up, many long-term assets began losing value. These losses sit in a category where banks don't have to count them unless they sell. So what do? They avoid selling at all costs. That means banks look healthier on paper than they are in reality. Why no one is paying attention? People get distracted by the stock market, by social media trends, by quick headlines. But the signals of real stress are always hidden. Rising credit card balances, higher auto delinquencies, slower loan approvals, businesses taking smaller margins, consumers saving less. These are the early signs of deeper pressure building. Yet, most people won't notice until it becomes a headline. How this affects you? This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. When banks tighten up, everyday people feel it first. It becomes harder to borrow, it becomes harder to grow a business, it becomes harder to build real wealth. The system prioritizes protecting itself, not protecting individuals. That's why knowing the signs gives you an advantage. What you can do now? Here are the 3 things to focus on while banks stay quiet. Number 1, strengthen your cash flow. Look at your recurring expenses and cut what doesn't serve you. Number 2, build an emergency buffer. Not out of fear, out of strategy. And number 3, diversify how you store value. Don't rely on one institution or one asset. The goal is to stay in control while everyone else is guessing. Why this matters? Every major financial shift has a moment before it becomes public, where the signals are visible only to those paying attention. That moment is now. Banks won't panic first. Institutions won't panic first. The public will. But you don't have to be a part of that. You can prepare, position yourself, and move smart while the system tries to keep everything quiet. If you're watching this, you're already ahead of most people. Stay informed, stay strategic, and stay aware of the signals banks don't talk about. This is the time to think clearly, not emotionally. More videos like this are coming, so make sure you're locked in. StarMan Media.